Welcome to this special release preview of my upcoming book, Why Plans Don't Prepare You. What real readiness looks like when leadership is tested. Today, I am reading Chapter 8, Transform and Thrive. Turn preparedness into culture. Chapter 8, Transform and Thrive. Turn preparedness into culture. Leadership reflection. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence then is not an act, but a habit. This is attributed to Will Durant. There is a mistake many organizations make after improving their readiness. They treat preparedness like a project. Projects have a beginning and an end. They receive attention for a season and then are considered complete. The work gets done, documents are created, systems are improved, and leadership feels accomplished for a while. And time moves on. People change, roles shift, vendors evolve, systems update, and risks emerge in new forms. Slowly, without urgency, what was once strong becomes outdated, not because it failed, but because it stopped evolving. That's why the final step of the START framework is different. It is not about improving or fixing. It is about transforming and thriving. Preparedness is not something you complete. It is something you become. The difference between effort and culture is what determines whether readiness lasts. Effort is temporary, while culture is repeated. Effort says the organization worked on readiness last quarter. Culture says this is how leaderships operate. Effort depends on motivation, and culture depends on consistency. When preparedness becomes culture, it no longer relies on one person, one consultant, one initiative, or one recent event. It becomes part of how the organization thinks and how it operates every day. You do not need a slogan to recognize it. You will see it in behavior. Leaders ask better questions, not just about performance, but about exposure, increasing risk, untested assumptions, and areas that require validation. Teams expect clarity. Roles are understood, priorities are known, and communication is consistent. People do not wait to be told what matters. They already know. Reviews become routine. Contacts are updated, vendors are reviewed, and systems are tested. Not because something went wrong, but because leadership expects readiness. Improvement becomes normal. Gaps are not hidden. They are surfaced, addressed, and strengthened. In strong organizations, truth is not a threat. Calm becomes contagious. When leadership is steady, teams follow. When leaders prepare consistently, people trust consistently. Under pressure, that trust becomes visible. Many organizations aim to survive disruption, and that is understandable, but survival is not the standard. Strong organizations do more. They learn, improve, and gain trust because of how they respond. They become faster, clearer, more disciplined, and more aligned. What could have weakened them becomes what strengthens them, and that is what it means to thrive. Embedding preparedness into daily leadership is where transformation becomes practical. Schedule readiness reviews and treat preparations like finance, recurring, expected, and not negotiable. Build it into onboarding so new leaders learn not only operations, but how to lead under pressure. Recognize progress by acknowledging teams that reduce risk, strengthen systems, and improve clarity. Because what gets recognized gets repeated. Capture lessons immediately after drills and disruptions by asking what worked, what did not, and what must change. Do not wait, because time erases details. Keep systems practical, because complex systems do not survive daily use, while simple systems do. Clarity sustains culture. There is a leadership warning in this. If preparedness only matters right after a disruption, then it does not matter yet. Real leadership acts before urgency forces it. Choose one practice and implement it now. Establish a monthly contact review, a quarterly tabletop exercise, a vendor continuity check, a leadership succession review, or an annual readiness audit. Put it on the calendar, because what gets scheduled gets sustained. Years from now, people will not remember the documents. They will remember the experience. When pressure came, did leadership create confusion or clarity? Did people feel exposed or guided? Did they feel panic or calm confidence? The legacy is not built in a moment. It is built now. Preparedness is not complete when the plan is written. It is complete when it becomes habit. When readiness becomes culture, organizations do not endure uncertainty, they grow stronger through it. Thank you for joining me for the exclusive preview of Why Plans Don't Prepare You. Chapter 8, Transform and Thrive. I would love to hear your thoughts. What stood out for you? What questions did this chapter raise? And what would you like to see in the final book? Please share your feedback in the comments or send a message. Be on the lookout for the official book launch on June 1, 2026, and the pre-order link can be found somewhere below. For those of you who want to purchase several copies, go to what'stheplandan.com for more information. Until then, remember, preparedness is leadership. And as John Maxwell says, it is always better to prepare than to repair. This is Daniel. Till next time, please stay informed and stay safe.